Hey, what's up everyone? So we talked about a massive profit in aqua farming, specifically coral. So we're showing you exactly what you have to do. And I told you this was a pain in the ass to do. So it definitely is not for everyone. And there's a reason why there's a massive profit for these guys. So you can see we have a couple aqua farms down here. It only costs us 3 labor points to gather the yellow plate coral. You're going to go ahead and plant another yellow plate coral. We don't have any of the diving helmet or any of that stuff on. It's just strictly us swimming down here. You don't need any of that. We have the white coral right here, which is 4 labor to grab. They are smaller corals that you can place down here. So typically what I found is that the yellow and the orange corals seem to be the most expensive corals. The white coral are a smaller coral that you can plant in between little specks here. You can click on your aqua farm to get a water bubble, which will regenerate. Uh, what is this? Oh, that's a dying plant. So I guess we haven't been down here for a while, so it started to die. But you can see it's very hard to see how to plant stuff. These corals are difficult to plant because, again, you can't see very well. They are large items to plant. You can suffocate and kill yourself down here. You can't get that many of these guys in a farm. So there's a lot of negatives. The positive is that these guys are selling for like upwards to 70 silver per each one you get. And you can see we pick up 3, so every time we harvest we're getting around 2 gold. Which is a pretty nice amount of gold, especially for only spending 3 labor points to harvest those guys. Again, this is a very annoying thing though. I do not recommend trying to squeeze a whole bunch in here just to get a couple in here and just kind of screw it and just like kind of throw them wherever. It is somewhat time consuming. You do want to have several aqua farms around you. So if you have 2 accounts or 3 accounts, you want to put them all into a family. Drop down like 1 or 2 aqua farm on each of them. This works really well on like your alt server. So if you are like European and you're going to go play on the American servers for your free labor and free loyalty tokens, go ahead and grab an aqua farm over there. You can make a lot of money. They'll help you spend some of those labor points because you're going to use some of them to buy tax certs so you can pay for your aqua farm. And then you use your loyalty tokens. You can farm a little bit from the aqua farm down here. And then use all that money to buy patron status or buy Apex, which you can in turn use for credits or patron status back on your main server. So I definitely do not recommend having farms and then having an aqua farm on the same account because that's going to raise your taxes up significantly. And someone was computing it, having the taxes, especially at 3 gold each or 350, that's 35 gold a week just to have an aqua farm, just for taxes. So it's very expensive. And sure, you're going to make a lot. Like I said, every harvest you're making around 2 gold a harvest. You can harvest these guys twice a day. These are about 10-hour durations. And again, they all do vary prices on your auction house and your cluster. So you do have to check the prices for those guys, see if it is worthwhile to do it, and if this is something that you'd like to do. Again, this to me is a pain in the ass. I'm just showing it off for you guys. I don't really want to do this. I'm showing it off. This is like maybe the second time I've done this to kind of get the hang of it and what it's all about and kind of like experience why these prices are really high. And once you do it a couple times, you realize this is definitely not fun. This is, again, a pain in the ass to do. This is why the prices are very high. It is time consuming. I said it before, it's like dirty work. It's tough labor, guys. So that's about it. I'm going to wrap this up. There's nothing really to see except for me planting back some more of my corals. And yeah, that's all there is to it. So check the auction house. If you do want to do something like this, you can make a lot of money depending on your cluster. It is a great way to spend some of that extra labor points if you are playing on different servers, like European/American servers, just for the loyalty tokens. Again, you can use that extra labor to pay your taxes. Come down here once or twice a day, grab some of your corals, and then sell them like once a week on the auction house. You'll probably make a good 200 to 400 gold depending on your prices there. But yep, this will drive you crazy, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. It looks like the cost for gathering is a little bit different, in between 3 to 5 labor points to gather. Still, it's very, very cheap.